It's time for more Jinjer. I have been mind blown by what Jinjer does and who they are, and we're going to check out Audio Tree from Nothing. Shout out today goes to Chris. Thank you for your support on my Buy Me a Coffee page. This is quite the longer video, so at times I may have to skip through it a little bit, but I'm going to check out Audio Tree from Nothing from the Audio Tree YouTube page. Go check them out and subscribe to them. And this is Jinjer's story. In the description, it says, when Jinjer first began, their circumstances were uniquely challenging. Hailing from the small town of Gorklova, Donbass in Ukraine, the band had spent the last 15 years climbing the ranks to become one of the greatest forces in modern metal. Their sound is riddled with off-kilter chord progressions, unconventional melodies, and glued together by the band's lyricist and singer, Tatiana Shmalyuk, whose personal and in-the-moment approach to songwriting creates a powerful sense of presence in all of her recordings. All right, you guys, you ready? Let's review this. I may, like I said, have to skip at times because it is a very long video, but it's going to be interesting to explore more of Jinjer. Make sure to subscribe. Come check me out on all the various YouTube channels, Rosalie Elliott Official, Rosalie Reactions. If you speak German, I got a German channel called Rosalie's Welt. Still very, very small, but once in a blue moon, I put a German reaction up there. But yes, subscribe and go support Audio Tree YouTube channel and Jinjer. Here we go.
The thing is that in order to understand what this band means to us, you need to understand what was the starting point and what this band eventually gave us and what it made of us. We started out of Ukraine, out of provincial small cities in the middle of nowhere. And the way, the journey we had to take, to go, is 10 times longer to any other bands.
From Nothing. I like that title. Interesting. A conversation and performance.
We all made it inside Jinjer, because of Jinjer, due to Jinjer. Each of us contributing as much as we can.
So we got Roman on guitar, Eugene on bass, Tatiana on vocals, and Vlad on drums.
So it's more than just a band for us. It's the whole life now.
Yeah, all life decisions we made, like, it was all connected to Jinjer.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the only thing I know. It occupies all my life.
Okay, I gotta, that's gotta be the regular speed. Vortex.
Like a lunatic, frantic. A man in the room looks so dramatic with a tattoo on his right foot. The spiral traffic feels too dramatic, too dramatic. Quiet, the man is wandering around, runs away all he never found, and inside there's a bullet of lead. It's rolling and romping on parquet. Oh, how heavy is the ball. It bends his spine to the very ground. Neither he's nor another. You know my soul it crust. Oh, how heavy is his stride. In a half an hour or so, he crushed the floor and smashed the man's stones.
I can never get over her voice. Tatiana's voice and the growl and the range. It's crazy to me. Crazy to me, you guys. Wow. That switch. I'm going to pause a little bit like I had mentioned for copyright reasons and also because it's a very long video. But the intensity, they're so unique. I just love all that they bring to the table.
Spin, swirl.
I wonder, are any of them married? Who is Tatiana? Because she has a wedding ring, doesn't she? Tatiana from Jinjer, married to, I wonder, because married to Alex Lopez, a drummer known for his time with Suicide Silence as a touring drummer for POD. Oh, snap. Tour couple resides in Southern California. Okay. That's pretty awesome. Nice. Nice.
It started like in crazy way.
15 years ago, there were absolutely different people.
Started from 17 or 20, let's say. This very important period of time for any person. 20s are where you establish as a person,
As a
right?
character.
Yeah, as a
From
character.
your 20 to
yeah.
30.
You're already not a kid,
Yeah.
but not a fully blown grown up. So we spend this very special period of time together, and there's no way we can spend the rest of our lives separately. You know?
Oh, wow. That makes sense.
The last
It's true. The 20s are very formative years, and it changes how you view the world and what you feel connected to.
2-3 records, we composed song like Vlad composed, Eugene and me, and then like guitar pro it, send it to each other. We do not sit in a room and compose music.
Wow.
So we sit at homes and compose music like completely songs from each.
Then share it
member. Yeah,
with
then
each
share
other,
it and with
learn
some,
it.
Yeah, some changes.
That's
Then we
impressive.
come to the studio together.
That's not easy. Writing a song is not easy, period. But to do it from separate homes and then like piece things together, impressive.
And then we do changes together. Wallflower, last album, it was fully written musically and given to her. And before the studio, neither us nor her ever knew what the vocals would be.
Same was with micro and macro.
Yeah, 3 records.
Yeah, everything after it started on King of Everything, basically.
King of
because-
Everything.
Yeah,
For it.
because I didn't have much time to finish all the songs, like lyrics for all the songs. So I remember the night before I had to go to the studio. I had to finish at least like 3 songs or something. So I finished one because Eugene helped me with one part. It's Pisces. I asked him, please, Eugene, my head is dry, my brain is dry, and not a single inspiration
She had
dropped.
two-thirds of the lyrics.
Yeah, and so he wrote a part, like a passage, that helped a lot. This song was done. Cool. 2 more songs, the intro and the outro. It's so, the last moment I collected from all the songs on this album, I picked out 2 lines from each song, and I gathered them together, and I had a completely new lyrics.
Wow.
Complete-
Wow, that's pretty cool.
in a poem. And so I used this monster, like this mutant, I don't know how to say, Frankenstein, yeah, on the intro and on the outro. But the melodies are completely different. So we got 2 songs with same lyrics.
A concept like this was just built. It was again a spontaneous decision.
That's pretty
Spontaneous
cool.
Decision. We just thought that it would be cool, and it worked very well.
And it worked very, very well.
The
I'm
bass
composing like
slapping.
all my free time. Like if I have like time
And it's free.
and it's free, yeah, I just take a guitar and start
I love that. I always do that in my free time. If I have time and it's free, I compose. I love it.
composing. Tchaikovsky once said that you need to write like all the time. It's most of your writing will be bad.
You know, I think people underestimate, or maybe I do, that metal and various subgenres of metal are much more connected to classical music, but also artists in those fields are much more artists and true musicians than we realize. I think there was a generation when rock and metal and stuff came on the surface where the older generation, because we often do this with what's new, it's hard to let go of what's old, and it's uncomfortable because we are afraid perhaps of being forgotten and being replaced. But I think a lot of times older generations have a hard time making way for what's new, and we underestimate just how well versed in music these artists are. We might think, back in the day that was real music. Now it's just this or that. And I could see there being a generation that looking at metal or rock would say, you can't compare that to Bach, Mozart, Tchaikovsky. That's not the same thing. Right? Because we, of course, have tiers, and they're very well be, of course. Mozart is not the same as, having AI generate me a clip and me singing a verse to it. You can't compare that. Of course, one requires much more work and effort and refining and musical knowledge. The other doesn't. But it's such a good reminder to be reminded. It's a good reminder to be reminded that these are artists, these are true musicians who very well may be very versed in all things music theory and classical music and music knowledge and love for music. He's quoting Tchaikovsky. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of connection between musical genres and what inspires an artist, even if they're not doing classical music, but they're screaming, belting, but the chord progressions, the notes, the hooks, the ability to the guitar, the bass, it's this beautiful.
But like 10% of it will be good.
We have like this.
Yeah, that's encouraging, by the way, too. A lot of it won't be good, but if you do it all the time, 20% of it will be.
Scale. Good. Shit. If it's shit,
There's nothing
it's
in
go out.
between.
It goes out. It's good. Okay.
For me, it's pressure. Pressure and stress. Clicks, something. Like something clicks in my head. And I was like, no. I'm completely anxious, you know? Then it starts working. Sometimes I just take a walk or I read a book, you know, so sometimes I go and search. I don't sit and wait until it strikes. I go and hunt.
I like that. That's badass. I go and hunt.
Stay in, you can be alone. Stay in, you can feel like home.
I love this song. I did a reaction to this one. Go check it out if you want.
Breathe in, it's a place where you belong.
Wallflower, right?
No one does you wrong.
I love that song.
Capsule is your fortress.
I'm gonna fast forward a bit, but I
Hit me high.
love the harmonies here.
Into my shell.
The way they're running up and down the bass and the guitar. Her voice, guys, her voice, the bass, the way he's sliding up and down that bass, the guitar, the drummer just carrying it all. They are amazing musicians. This is amazing. I'm so impressed with the talent, with the songs they're creating, the genre, the way they play together. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful people and just so skilled. Love that.
The world through themselves. Artists either express themselves or reflect the world through themselves. This is what art is.
Oh, I was going to say that. I'm glad you mentioned art because it's to me interesting when you play a song live. It's almost like you're repainting your painting in front of people again and again. With art, you might have painted once and then people can come admire it. With music, when you're performing it live, it's like you're repainting it. It's beautiful.
And this is what we do.
Dynamics.
Reflect the...
I want to hear that one more time.
Artists either express themselves or reflect the world through themselves. This is what art is. And this is
Express
what we
themselves and
Dynamics.
reflect the
Yeah,
world.
the meaning of your life.
It's
Everything.
bad, then the next moment is good. The next moment is even shittier, you know, and so is our music. The more shit you go through, better. That's how I that's how I receive.
do. When you really have gone through a lot of shit, you have the full tank, let's say, behind you, which will push you forward. And this is what happened to us. Yeah, and if you look through the lyrics, I can lay bet, I can gamble that all the topics in our songs covered by Tatiana is actually real stories in some way. This is real experience. I really was thinking if I'm crossing the red line because that's a bit too much and the topic is very serious in this one. I just thought that, well,
Which
the red
one?
line, Dreadful Moments. And I particularly remember I was writing the lyrics for Dreadful Moments.
Oh.
And I serious in this one. I just thought that, well, I don't think Cannibal Corpse ever thought about crossing the red lines or any other real underground bands, and I just let myself go.
I miss those years that I've never lived through, you know, like the beginning of the 90s or even 80s when there was no cancellation, you know. You cannot be canceled for what you're saying in a song because it can be fake, it can be fiction, or it can be true. No one knows. So it's a freedom.
If we look at the poetry throughout, let's say, the last 300 years, actually there are so many intricate, really provocating points touched by really huge poets and nobody ever blamed them for this. Now we live in an absolutely different society when everyone can get offended.
Yeah, they see what they want to see.
Yes.
And they think that you probably are like you are a hater.
Yeah.
You hate this. You hate that.
It sometimes feels that people really lost their idea of what metaphors are. What
Yes.
speaking about what is really speaking about things figuratively. So and the absence of this really concerns me.
After
Very,
release of every
very
album,
intelligent.
there are a bunch of interviews where you explain over and over again what this or that song is about. But then reading all the comments on the internet, they still see what they want to see. And they say,
Yeah.
hey, dude, I just did an interview for you to understand what this song is about. Why didn't you pay attention?
We have conflicts.
You have no idea how big a conflict can be. It's usually me and Eugene who just like sit there. I don't go on stage until you apologize.
It happened on this tour.
It happened on this tour in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, yes.
So it's super hot, extreme weather, and Eugene did something. He locked the door with my shit behind the door, and I was like, "Open the door!" He said, "I won't do it." I said, "Fucking bitch!"
Yeah, it was
So
out
there
of
was a
nothing.
fight. Yeah, out of nothing. And then he said, "I'm not gonna play today's show until you apologize." And I sent a message. I'm not gonna play until he apologizes for all the shit he told me
Before.
yeah. And then
Eventually
no
we
one
didn't play.
played. No one played
Yeah,
because
show
The
was
show was
cancelled.
canceled. because of
the weather.
the weather was even hotter.
Then our quarrel.
Yeah.
Quarrels, fights. Despite all of that shit, I still call these three my closest friends. After so many years, we just don't have anyone else. We left everything else behind. We moved forward. Everything we had stayed there. And it happened a couple of times. It's not just one move. There are so many things which connect me to Jinjer. I cannot really imagine my life without it anymore.
Yeah, for me, I think I won't find new friends. You know, I'm not able already to make new friends.
Same story.
Because it's like puzzles, you know, you have to...
File. You have to file
yeah,
it.
you have to
file it in order to make it
Yeah,
mesh.
yeah.
This is so interesting. My goodness.
They are cocaine to abuse music. Every morning I woke up to all my brothers soul and dissolve in a swamp of the past years. So I learned to transform this sweetest religion creeping.
Guys, the variety of their songs is impressive to me. For copyright reasons, I have to skip through, guys. It's a very long video, but it's so interesting to see this side of Jinjer. Things I did not know before that really changed the dynamics.
Living on the barrier, separating death from life. Down the pain, broken heart, lonely pain, open fraction of the sky.
This is crazy talented, so crazy talented. It's beautiful to see how people can be brought together through music and what those identity forming years does. It's interesting to see their critical thinking and how they question a system of cancel culture. It's interesting to see that they canceled a show because of fighting. I wonder what happened to the people waiting for it, or did people get refunds? That's the mom brain in me going, hold up now. That's crazy. I mean, it's just, you see the humanity in people. These are real people that have come from nothing and that are living life and are making music and are changing other people's lives and bringing in so many fans, bringing in so many people that love it. Wow.
Each of us has, since we sacrificed a lot together, each of us has left something behind, and we dedicated ourselves with 200% of ourselves and our time and everything, money, love, dedication, everything to music. So that's what keeps us together. I cannot imagine myself joining another band and going through this shit again. I don't want to. If I leave the band, find me somewhere like in the woods, I don't know, eating tourist
Eating tourists.
Say it, but
So if you
now would
start
be a
reading
witch.
newspapers saying that somebody is eating tourists, and no one knows where Tatiana is.
The next thing I can do.
Yeah, Tatiana disappeared.
Yeah.
That is precious. What that was very interesting. Thank you, Audio Tree from Nothing with Jinjer. Guys, go check out Audio Tree on YouTube. Go check out Jinjer, of course. Thank you for the suggestion. This was very interesting, Chris. It's interesting when you see, again, please understand, I couldn't do all the songs and for copyright reasons, and I have a couple of Jinjer reactions out already. You guys can go check out. But I think it's so interesting how knowing where people have come from and what makes them part of a band and what that band means to them can also change how we view people. What do you think about this? What do you think about Jinjer? Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next ride.